Hi, so you want to play Flabbergasted. What do you need, and how do you make a character? Just d6s. Usually 4 or 5 is the most you'll need to roll when you play for the first time. But I like to have extra, just in case any of them need to spend some time in dice jail. Also, a coin. You might get a lucky one in case you do something really cool or really stupid. Now it's time to choose your archetype. The aristocrat who has too much money, the staff who has barely any money, the well-to-do who's starting to get a bit of money, and the bohemian. Money? I think you mean Monet. Your archetype informs who you are in society, your title, your status, how much money you have, as well as how you tend to approach problems, what sorts of scene cues you have, your special moves that let you take care of an obstacle. Also, they give you a bit of a starting point for how you could play your character. Let's pick a staff member right now. This was the first one I chose when I played for the first time. Now, wit and sharp is our primary trait. Next up, we gotta pick a name. How about Chad? No. Chadsworth. How about an age? Let's go with 22. I can live vicariously through Chadsworth a bit. Pick your profession or title. Delivery person. Maybe we can call ourselves an executive delivery person. Do we want Chadsworth to be good at his job? Yeah, we can decide that later. Relationship status. Let's say that he's in a relationship. That could prove to be a dilemma later on. Physical description, maybe 5'10", relatively athletic as a delivery person, at least strong. Memento, how about something that's important to Chadsworth? Maybe a set of sunglasses that his father gave him. Now we get to pick a flaw. This is one of my favorite elements to inform characters. Let's make him a party animal who suffers from severe FOMO and has to attend every party that he hears about. Now we get into the dilemma, which is a bit more intense. Maybe Chadsworth has partied too hardy for far too long. He wants to settle down with Naomi, but she doesn't like that she doesn't know where he is at night. Every night. He wants to be with her, but the call of the crowd, the parties, the bonfires and the keggers are just a bit too much. Can he convince Naomi, or will he change? You know what isn't a huge dilemma? Dropping a like, maybe a little subscribe if you want to see more content about Flabbergasted or other TTRPG topics. Thank you very much, it really helps me out. Now, background, this is where you can write your backstory. What brought your character here? What made Chadsworth into the man he is today? Maybe we can say that Chadsworth, at the start of the session, has decided to move here, to Peccadillo. A fresh start so he won't have those bad influences that lead him astray. No one to compel him to head to the nearest soiree. An attempt to avoid partying, to become a better person for Naomi. He's taken this delivery job in the hopes that he can make enough money and keep his head down long enough in the hopes that he can ask Naomi to marry him. Now it's time to pick your scene cues. These automatic get out of jail free cards that let you influence a scene. Do not require a roll usually, but are very limited in supply. These are the cards in your hand. Choose them wisely, remember what you have, and do your darndest to make them fit the situations for both you and your director's benefit. I'm gonna pick lend a helping hand. I feel like Chadsworth might be willing to help someone out to get a little favor later. Soothing touch. I feel like he's had enough tussles and enough hangovers to know how to deal with them. Unflappable. He's probably had to deal with a lot of people who weren't very happy, probably because of him. From trial and many errors, he can probably deal with it pretty well. Whims and fancies. Though he's tried to leave the partying behind, he might know a person or two from around here who might be able to help with something scrupulous or not. Next, let's set up our character traits. Bravado and persuasion representing your confidence and how well you can sway people. Culture and etiquette. How well read and well mannered your character is. Wit and sharp. How clever and quick thinking you might be. Creativity and passion. How creative and overall good at things like performing your character might be. You start with 5 points assigned. 1 to each of the character traits, and then an extra 1 to your primary trait, in our case, wit and sharp. Now we can assign 5 more points in any way we want, except that no trait can have more than 4 points total, at least at the start. I wouldn't mind throwing another to wit and sharp to get to a 3 total. Maybe 3 to bravado and persuasion, and then 1 to creativity and passion. He just seems like the kind of person who's very confident, while his social graces in high society might be a bit lacking. Rarities are your money. Staff members get 40 to start off. The book does suggest the possibility of bribery, which could create some scandal for you, but solve some problems too. It even provides some estimates for you. 10 readies being considered a decent bribe. Also, If you want to improve your rep, you can always donate to charity. Now we've got a character ready. At this point, we're ready to play with Chadsworth. Grab your d6s because depending on your character trait, that's how many d6s you'll roll to see if you succeed or fail. Any 5s or 6s are counted as successes. 1 success is enough for a moderate challenge, 2 successes are enough for a hard challenge, and 3 are needed for a daunting challenge. So for Chadsworth, because I have a 4 in bravado and persuasion, that means I get to roll 4 dice. Look for how many 5s and 6s I get and announce that to the GM. Hopefully, that'll be enough. And that's all you need to start playing, at least until you meet up with the rest of your party. You get to decide on all the elements of your social club, which I'll cover in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, if you want to see more about Flabbergasted or more tips about TTRPGs in general, give me a like, subscribe, shoot me a comment if there's anything you want clarified or if there's any other topic you'd like covered. But until next time, wherever you are, whenever it happens to be, I hope y'all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening.